I had a dream. I was at my old house, the house that I grew up when I was a kid, but I think that's relevant. And my house was a mess. And I had family with me, and we were like, in reality, we were really poor. We were really poor when we were kids, and we were living in just a couple of rooms and everything together. It was old house, and we were really poor. It was like really communist era and so on. And I remember in the dream my house was a mess, and I felt the need to clean it, to clean that somebody's gonna come, something like that. And then we had so many things in bags and boxes, like packed up, that we never had space to put it out or something like that. And we were trying to store them all under the beds, and we were having just two beds, and I had to store them all under the beds and pack them nicely, and not to be seen, because we supposed to have a visit. Somebody was coming to visit us. And trying to sweep the floor and make up everything. And people were kind of telling me, oh, don't do this, don't do that. No. And I was like, no, I was so determined. I need to clean this house, and I'm gonna clean it, and I'm gonna make it my way to be perfectly clean the way I want it. What we don't need, it can perfectly be stored nicely under the bed. Simple as that. And then I almost finished the room and to move for the kitchen and other places. And like 70-80% getting in everything done. And then one of my friends calls me, and he said, okay, I'm coming to visit now. And I was like, no, why are you coming so early? Come later on, come in couple of hours. Give me a couple of hours, and then you can come. And I was like, I was bargaining with him, come in a couple of hours. Do not come right now. I'm not ready to receive you. And he was like pretending, yeah, I'm far away, I'm thinking to come, are you ready yet? But I could see him from my window, but he's actually at the door. And I was bargaining with him, no, come in a couple of hours, give me a couple of hours, and then you can come. And I was hurrying to finish everything. And then I woke up, and the Lord gave me this a knowledge about the dream, like understanding that he's at the door. He is at the door, and no matter how much ready I think I am, I got my house almost sorted. I'm trying to sort out my financial, because I know he's coming soon, like so soon, like now soon. And I'm trying to, leave things for left behind for my family, if they're staying behind, and so on. And I'm trying not just my physical surrounding, but also inside of me, to clean my robes, to clean my my soul and everything, to put everything in order to get ready for the Lord and to seek him more than ever. And I had the words, he's at the door, I'm bargaining for more time, which I kind of am. Ask him like a little bit more time. As far as I know, he was supposed to be here already, but people were reaching out for mercy, and he is love, and he gave us more time, but very little time. And he already told my brother and sister in Christ, heads up, I'm coming like any day, like absolutely any day, and get yourself sorted. So I woke up with before I went to bed, I had this again urgency. You need to pray. I was coming from the night shift, and I was so exhausted, and I was on my way home, and actually before I left work, I was thinking, okay, pray on the road, and then when you get home and worship, and then you go to sleep. Regardless how tired you are, you have to do it. So I was trying to worship on the road and pray, because I had many prayers and many things, and other things, warfare to read, and other things, so to read the word as well. And also, so I managed to do a little bit of everything, and I fell asleep, but I felt such an urgency, and I woke up with the urgency to prepare my house. And thank God, even that it was a night, because I managed to sleep all day somehow. remember coming from the night shift, and I cleaned on my house, cooked everything, did my laundry. Is like, and I'm going for shopping, buy a little more things that I think is gonna get us through the 3 days of darkness or anything else. So it's like I feel this urgency. I have stored a lot of food, but it's never enough. So I feel like the urgency is right here, and I'm looking at the sky. I'm looking at the sky for the lights, and where I am, it should be 10 o'clock in the morning, equivalent of 12 o'clock noonday in Jerusalem. So I'm always looking at the sky at that time of day to see if there's any colorful lights and so on. So it's just an urgency, and I've been asking the Lord, and I've been praying what to do with the money, the financial, my money, what to do with my money, to take them out of the banks, because I know this is gonna crash, and then when everything's gonna come back online, it's gonna be a different digital era, and it's gonna be completely different. So I do not know how it's gonna pan out. I really don't know. So I'm still praying about that. And yeah, about the dream, I just like he's at the door, and he was calling me, are you ready? He's at the door, and I just was asking for a few more hours. That's it, few more hours. I wasn't asking for days, I'm just asking for a couple more hours. And are you ready? And he was actually at the door. That was just unbelievable. And I've been having dreams like that. I've been having another dream the last week or so. I was some kind of cashier, but my cash register, my till, had no computer, no scanner, no nothing. It was a flat, clean table, and I have no idea what I was serving, what I was doing there, but I was working. So my till was smaller than a normal one, and it was in the middle of that table, and it had no buttons, no nothing, but apparently I could utilize it. So somebody comes to me with a big note of Scottish money, and it was a note of £7. Well, that's not that this money don't exist in real life, but this is a dream, right? And a message from the Lord. And I think it was a woman, and she's asking me, can I have pound coins, like to change it in small bills, like coins? So I said no problem. And when I took the bill and I saw the bill, I was looking the note, I was thinking of Scotland, and that in reality there is a very beautiful, amazing, life-changing house that I like in Scotland, and I wouldn't mind going there, living there, and be set up for life. So I was joyful to see Scotland. I was like, Scotland, wow. I was just my mind went to that house, and then I saw 7. So I put it into my till, and looking for coins to give her. And when I opened the till, I don't know how I opened the till. My mind, I don't know. There was no button. I just opened the till. It was weird. It was like it was mine. And I had so much money. It was full of money, all kind of money. I couldn't see specifically what kind of money I have, but I have a lot of coins, and I know how an inside till looks, because I used to be a cashier when I was younger and I was working, and I know where you keep money and what it mean. They were all arranged, and it was full of money, and I know how a till can be full of money. I know exactly. So looking for point coins to give her to exchange the money, but there were a couple more people, and I think there was also women, I'm not sure, and they started to pull the lid, and they put their fingers into my till to steal the money. So now I was just trying to close the till, because there were 6 hands, or many hands they could put in, because I think there were 3 of them, all of them, even the woman that gave me the money, I think she started stealing from my till. I'm not sure exactly, but they were pulling from the till, and they were trying to steal, and I was trying to close the lid so hard on their fingers to hurt them, so they can withdraw their hands. It was such a battle, and I was so worried, and I was like, what are you doing, like thieves? And in my dreams I was struggling so hard to close that deal, and even I felt like I don't have enough strength because they were too strong, they're too many hands. And I was trying to literally jump with my body. I'm quite small, to jump, to lean my body on it, and even to hit it with my head, anything, just to close that till. And then I woke up. I was a bit worried about why they are stealing my money, but I was joyful, thinking that that Scottish, the idea of Scottish, it represented the house, kind of, but in not in a way that I'm going to get that house, I'm going to move there, in a way that if on earth that amazing house will mean anything, a dream come true, a life settled for forever, and I don't need anything. It's like, imagine what kind of blessing God can give me to be to that extent. That'll be everything on earth as a blessing, of course, with other things, godly things. But because I loved it so much, and that was always a dream for me to have a home. And I don't have my own home, I'm renting. So I don't know how to explain it to you, but God showed me that He will bless me, or there's a blessing. He will bless me with something even more comprehensible, more amazing than that beautiful, amazing house that I could possibly dream. They will like the magnitude of His blessing. It will be even more than that. And 7, of course, 7 is means completion, means perfection, and is His favorite number, and everything He does is in 7. So I had the feeling like after He blessed me, the 7 years of tribulation will start. Now you can interpret it also that there will be 7 years, and then there's His coming and heaven. But I had the feeling that my blessing and the joy is before the 7. So that's the dream. What I would stress is, and I'm working on it, and I would suggest everybody work on it, is people stealing from your blessing, from everything you have, everything you work for. Stay on the course, fight your enemies. You can have enemies, not just spiritual. Yes, we fight not with flesh and blood, but how are these demonic forces manifesting our life through people? So you need to be very careful who you talk to, who you minister. Before you minister to somebody, ask the Holy Spirit if you should do that. I know we should spread the word, but you need to be very careful. So many times I have tried to minister to people that were those pigs that they turn against me to devour me. I throw my pearls to pigs. So be careful. And I also know when Holy Spirit actually told me to speak to somebody, and I put an urgency on myself, or it just filled me with love and compassion about that person. Is like single that person out for me to go and speak to them. So it can be done. Pray and ask the Lord to show you. And just, yes, be very careful with your walk, and do not stumble now, and do not be corrupted with the world. Leave the world behind, and I'm talking about all your desires, all your fleshly things, all your dreams. Leave them behind. There is no more time. Sweep your house now. Forgive right now. Think right now. Talk to your family right now. Prepare right now. There is no more time. Today is the day when you do all these things. Do not be afraid. Do not lose your patience. Do not be what's the word? Like agitated. I don't know how to explain. Stress about it. Pray and ask the Lord to show you what you should do. And I've been asking for a year or so now if I should relocate, because I've been seeing this explosion of God putting his spirit on all flesh with visions and dreams and prophecies. It's unbelievable. It has exploded. He is pouring his spirit right now. He has been doing it for at least 15 years, 20 years. But it has been accelerated to like the last couple of years. It's unbelievable. So, oh my goodness, I lost my thread. I lost my thought. What was I saying? He is pouring his spirit everywhere. So I've been praying for more than a year. Like, does he want me to relocate? I live in a big city. We can be very targeted, and he finally answered me like a month ago or last month, telling me that I'm safe in my house. So do not give up and ask him what to do. Some people have been told to relocate, which I'm not reading anything into it, that you will have to go to tribulation, or myself that I will be raptured, or I will have to die in this home, or for the moment I'll be safe in here. I do not know, but he let me know that I will be safe in this house, in the flat that I am. And he also assured me that I will be going home. So I'm trying to hold on to the promise, and to sweep my house. And I'm not talking about physically, I'm talking spiritually, and to get ready. And I've been sharing about the 3 days of darkness and how to prepare and encourage them in the faith for my family and my friends. Of course, they're laughing at me. They think I'm crazy, and that they have a lifetime to live and conquer the world, and that they have no clue what's coming. But that's all I can do. So that's all you can do. If you feel like there's nothing else you can tell them, or you can't convince them, just pray for them. Pray. We just need to pray like never before. Study and read and research 3 days of darkness, and get ready like today. Do not waste any more time. I had a dream. I have been many dreams, but I had another dream, like, is worth mentioning, like an aspect of it. I was in a big gathering, and in the spiritual, all kind of people keep giving me stuff to eat, and apparently that's not good, because through eating or any type of sexual thing, you the demons and witchcraft and those dark agents tries to make a contract with you, and for you to give them legal right into your life, because this is how it works. And dreams, in your dream life, that is the spirit. In the natural is when you are awake. When you go to bed, you are already in the spirit. You are already in the spiritual realm. Don't you think you're just sleeping and resting? It's not true. Be very careful what you do in a dream. Pray that you have power and discernment, whatever happens, and that you can recognize the enemies. Anyway, anything sexual you do, you need to rebuke it every single time that it's a contract with demonic forces. Be very careful. Dreams are very important. Anyway, so I had this dream that I was all kind of meetings and all kind of people, and at one point I was just standing there naked, and somebody was touching me. It was a woman, I don't know, touching or trying to kiss me or something. It was like, what on earth is she doing? I was so disgusted, and I was bothered by it, and just like trying to cover myself. And at one point I said, enough. And I realized that I was naked. I was naked completely, but my skin was clean, and I could see, I felt clean. My skin was shining, like sparkle particle in me, but I was naked. Anyway, I woke up, and I was happy that I was clean, that I was shiny, and my skin was special. It was different, but I was naked. So I'm praying to be covered by the Lord. He's covering us with his righteousness. He's going to give us new robes and clothing, and he's covering us with his blood. Cover yourself with his blood every single day. and night. Anyway, that's a little bit about some dreams that they do have some kind of message to help you prepare, to not waste any more time. I want to say something to people that are unbelievers, or those people that believe that their goodness and their works are going to take them to heaven. Like this actually applies to any other religion, because most of them think that they will get to heaven if they do good things and they are good people. Okay, one thing that I failed to realize: God made everything, yes, and heaven is his home. Who do you think you are to knock on heaven's door, gates, whatever, and say, let me in, to God that you do not know, that you have never acknowledged and praised and worshiped and done anything, never didn't want to know him, to go into his home, to barge into his home. Heaven is God's home. It's not a place when anybody can go. It doesn't just exist and anybody can go. No, that is God's home. Imagine somebody from whoever, somebody on the street knocks on your door and says, do you know who I am? I'm so and so star on TV, and I've done so much good work, and I'm so smart. Look at me, how beautiful I am. Now I want to come into your home, and I want you to become my servant, and I want you to give me everything you have, because I'm your home. Right now, open the door. I'm coming into your home. What would you say to those people? Get out, right? Remember what Jesus said. When people, even to Christian, to people who have done miracles in his name, Jesus will say, depart from me, I do not know you, because they did not have a relationship with him, and they done it for themselves, for their glory, for the money. They drew the glory of God on themselves and the money for him. They done it for the money. They have not done it for God, because they did not have a relationship with him. So how do you think you're gonna go into heaven when you do not know God, you reject him, and you want to come into his home and enjoy the miracles, the eternity benefits, the peace and joy and his love? That's not going to happen. There is, though, one place in this universe, because you have rejected God, there is one place in this universe where he has created for those who do not want to be with him, because he's a gentleman. He will not force you to be with him. I hope you know what that place is. That place is called hell. And although he has been made for the fallen angels and the devil, the demons, whatever, the Satan, you will go there as well, because they have rejected God, and you are on earth and you have rejected God. And your goodness is not going to save you. You are going to spend your eternity in hell. That is the only place where God is not. He chooses not to be present in there, although he governs that place. He's in control of that place, of course. So, but he chooses to take his presence and all his goodness out of it. And there's no hope, no love, no light, no warmth, no comfort. It's just agony, because the absence of God, there's no life if the God is not there. Just imagine those people who commit themselves on this earth when they have no hope whatsoever. They completely give up on life. They are, of course, demonic, possessed, or influenced, and they have completely rejected God when they do all these things. So those who succeed to do that and they do not cry to God, whatever, imagine how hopeless they are. What do you think? How do you think hell is going to be? No hope whatsoever. But here on earth, as long as God's allowed it and his church is here, there will be hope and light and comfort and everything and love. It's nothing like the earth. and whoever thinks they lived hell on earth, they are killing themselves. It's unimaginable. The pain never stops. So think about it. If you do not know God, whatever you've done, whoever you think you are, you're not going to heaven. That is his home and you are not invited. He has to invite you. You have to seek him. And for those who think they still have time to live their life, look around you. There is no more time. However, if you want answers, you are seeking, you think you want to change your life, you think what's the truth out there, just cry on Jesus and ask him, Jesus, are you real? I want to know you. I want to know you. Ask God to come. By the way, when you get into trouble, I hope you call on to Jesus, because he's the only name that has power, and he's the only one that will show up for you. Do not bother on calling in any other name in this world, but on his name while you still have breath in you. Remember, if you die, if you cross over and you did not choose God and you do not call on his name, you are done. If you die without God, you are done. It's real. It's real. There is judgment on the other side. I just watched something and I wasted my time. I was like, so much deceitfulness out there. A woman which had an experience, she went to heaven. She thinks she went to heaven. She went into second heaven and she had the experience with demonic, which of course it was so nicely. And she comes back and she says she is Jesus, and she said she is healing people and something like that. And she's manifesting, and she said she had the Kundalini experience, and she said that's God. And conscience says not everybody who has an NDE goes to heaven. A lot of them are fake. So if you hear anybody that regardless they have an experience or not, they say they are Christian or not, if they do not believe in Jesus Christ as the Son of God, one with God, the Holy Trinity, if they don't believe that Jesus came as a man, that God came on earth as Jesus, as a man, to die for us, and he was risen, and we are saved through him and through his blood sacrifice and everything, they are not Christian. They are not your friends. Be very careful. Do not believe anything they say. Anyway, I don't want to keep you much longer. And remember, get ready. Your spiritual readiness and your soul being in tune with the Lord and seek him through your heart is more important than anything you can prepare in this life. And there's going to be a time when you cannot save your family. There's nothing you can do for them but pray. And it's going to be a time when you have to, your relationship with God has to take precedent, and you have to focus on him only. And you have to let other people go, because salvation is individual. You cannot save them. You can tell them, but you cannot save them. It's okay to plant seed. It's okay to say. Try not to be disqualified in your race. Okay, I love you guys, and I hope I see you in heaven, and stay strong.